Oh, we got Don Bennett. We got Chef Brooks.
I know.
We got music. We've got
Yeah,
guests.
this is a full show, man.
But you know what we could always use more of?
What's that?
More cheese.
Oh yeah, that can be a web exclusive that you can watch later.
The moves that you're doing on purpose, sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you, pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
And now a man who never says stop to more cheese, Jason Suel!
Yeah, welcome later with Jason Suel, entertainment television with heart. Thanks for joining us on the program.
We're back.
We're back.
Another show.
Can't believe it.
Saturday nights.
And it's summer. Like, it feels so good outside. Yes. You know, spring, summer, some of my favorite months. There's only 4 to choose from.
Yep.
Those are some of them.
I love those two. They're so great.
How are things going for you? What are you looking forward to doing in the summer months?
Usually not much.
Yeah.
That's what I look forward to. Is the summertime is like, put that hammock out there, put the off on your arms, and
Just sweat it out. Just sweat it out. Sweat the
let
pounds
somebody
away.
barbecue. It's like you always make friends with someone who has a boat.
That's
like,
right.
You never want to own a boat.
But you make friends with people who do.
That's summer, man.
Absolutely. Band is looking good. I do have to point out again our director, producer, drummer extraordinaire, Dan Robinson, joining us down there, filling in for Charlie Platt. Thanks, Dan.
You bet.
Man, you kill it though. The band sounds great. Well done.
Thanks.
Thank you.
For once, I knew you were
The
going to say
most compliments they've gotten all season.
The most compliments they've gotten in the entire run of this show. But they deserve more. Speaking of deserving more, you, TV Land, deserve more. We got a great episode lined up for you. We've got Don Bennett from Tricycle Farms joining us on the show. He's got a lot of great things happening. We're going to talk about that. Plus, I mentioned this a couple of episodes ago, but we have a new partnership with Shindig Music, and they're curating some of our music videos. So today we've got another one of those, a group out of Little Rock, R&B music, Black Party joining us on the show. That's going to be...
Dude, those videos are great, man. I love that we're diversifying and not just Red Barn, but we're moving on and opening it up to everybody.
I totally agree.
It's gonna be awesome.
And Shindig is really helping us out with those music videos. And then down there at our chef's table, we've got the amazing Chef Brooks Cameron joining us. Chef Brooks Cameron, what are we going to be making down there at our chef's table?
I've got a koji cured red snapper that's going to go with a little bit of prosciutto and some black truffles. And then I really love crudos in the summertime. And so I've got a variety of pickles here. And typically when I do crudos in the summertime, it's a variety of pickles, a little bit of salted fish and salted meats. It's a good light way to eat.
Pinkies are out. That sounds so fancy.
It sounds so fancy and delicious. I'm so glad you're here.
What is a crudo?
I can't wait to find out.
Kudos to you.
I know. Kudos to you. There he is. That's the jokes we're known for here on Later with Jason Suel. Right now we're going to send it over to a little sketch comedy we did for you, and then stick around because we got more stuff happening later.
Oh, hey, Jason.
Bo, what are you doing here?
Man, I came down to shop for one of those new super high-definition television sets. I hear they have killer resolution.
I know. I had to see it for myself. These look amazing. I wonder how they do it.
Well, man, I guess the pixels are just like getting smaller and smaller. I mean, I can't even see the pixels, even when I stand like super close.
That's incredible. Hey, do you remember when things were all blocky and pixelated?
Yeah. Now I look back at that stuff and I'm like, How did we ever think that was cool?
But it was so cool. It was the coolest thing we'd ever seen. And now everybody's like, I want that classic gaming system because it's so cool.
Yeah, just like us. We're freaking cool.
Darn straight. It takes a lot of pixels to make these pixels.
That's right, because we are high res, low res. It's current and retro.
Genius.
Sam's Furniture doing good. Shine a spotlight on your neighborhood.
We're here at Sam's Furniture in this cozy couch with Jacob Arnold from the Broyles Foundation. Tell us a little bit about the Broyles Foundation.
So at the foundation, we support the caregivers of people living with Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. The research is incredibly valid, but we work with caregivers today to help them feel prepared.
Man, that is awesome. And right here in Northwest Arkansas.
In Fayetteville, but we support caregivers nationwide.
Well, how can people find out more information about it?
So go to our website, broylesfoundation.org, and the best thing they can do is tell other people about us. If you know anyone dealing with the disease, please send them our way.
Right on. Broyles. So, you mean like Frank Broyles?
Yeah, so Coach Broyles is my grandfather. And
What?
It's such a privilege to carry on his second legacy.
Oswald, if you're his grandson, can you give me season tickets?
Yeah, welcome back, folks. Later with Jason Suel joining us. I'm really excited to welcome Don Bennett to the show. Thanks for being here, Don.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. So Don is the founder and executive director over at Tricycle Farms. But you just said something that's very true. If you could pick a title, you would choose chief collaborator, right? Because you're such a collaborative person.
Well, I like that, and you know, we've worked so much with different organizations and companies throughout the community.
So tell us a little bit, for people who are not familiar, maybe have never heard of Tricycle Farms.
Well, behind that stone house on Sycamore and Garland in the center of our city is a 2-acre farm park that we've been building for 8 years.
Wow.
And in that farm park, we've been trying to create awareness around food insecurity and teach and educate what some of the solutions can be.
Right.
And empowering us to actually get our hands dirty and start helping the 1 in 4 children in Arkansas who are food insecure.
Wow, 1 in 4 in Arkansas. So tell us a little bit about the programs that you have happening. What do you do there at Tricycle Farms?
Well, you know, we've worked to have urban animals in the city, so we have a program called the City Chicks and the Chicken Tenders. I know that sounds like a band.
It's going to be like raccoons and possums
And you've got something about hydroponics, right? Which, first of all, I need to know what hydroponics is. Can you explain that to me?
Well, hydroponics is actually, we call what we do community through soil, but hydroponics is a way to grow food without soil. It saves 80% of the water. You can grow in 2 to 3 times of food in the same space.
Wow.
And the main thing is we're going to try to build a hydroponics house that is net zero energy and that we can grow 365 days a year.
And if people are watching and they want to get involved, what's the best way they can get involved with Tricycle Farms?
You can go onto our website and fill out a volunteer survey,
Sure.
or you can reach directly out to one of our Vista service members, Carly Kindberg, at volunteer@tricyclefarms.org.
That's awesome.
So Don was you were talking to us backstage earlier before the show, and you know everybody loves statistics, and one of them just struck a chord with me, and I'd really love for you to tell us a little bit more about it. But no one ever gets to say they did 100% of something. And you were talking about food waste, and you guys were doing 100% of getting rid of it. Talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we made a partnership with the management at Whole Foods in Fayetteville. And that partnership happened in our gardens. And we started discussing food waste and what they did with it and what their needs were. And so we go 5 days a week.
Wow.
And with volunteers, and we pick up all of the food that they write off. And that's everything in the store. Everything that you see on the shelves could potentially be part of the food waste.
Wow.
And then we made partnerships with Seven Hills and St. James Baptist Church Pantry and Seeds That Feed and Life Source and Washington Elementary and Potter's House.
So one for every day of the
Cement.
week.
Yeah.
Every day of the week, we deliver directly to those partners, and it takes us about an hour to take food that might have traveled 1,000 to 1,500 miles, an extra 14 total miles
Wow.
round trip, and the community is willing to step up and support what we do.
Yeah.
And that's how we do it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Anything else on the horizon upcoming there for Tricycle?
Well, you know, we work with the Fayetteville Roots Fest.
Yeah, of course.
And we're looking forward to the Jamboree.
Yeah.
That's going to be at the farm on the Sunday of Roots Fest. And then there's the Pesto Fest.
Yes, Pesto
We've got
Fest is huge.
Jamie Lou Conley.
Oh yeah, Jamie Lou and the Hullabaloo. Awesome,
Yeah,
I love
and
them.
we've got Ashton
Barbary coming on.
And
Great.
pesto.
Yeah. Will you have pesto? That's the question.
And of course we'll have pesto.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll have some, maybe the hydroponics house will be up and going.
Operational.
I don't want to forget Opal Agafi.
Oh, Volgafia, absolutely.
She's going to be there.
That you've got like all the highlight bands of Northwest Arkansas. They're going to be joining you. That's
Got to
amazing.
throw in Tater Mater and Squash.
Tater Mater Squash, love those guys too. Also, with their name, it's very fitting that they would be a part of it. And you know, one word I've heard consistently from you, just as we've been sitting here talking, is partners. You have a lot of partners. How can the community, not only just volunteering, but community support what you have going on at Tricycle?
Well, you know, like KUAF asked for sustaining donors.
Right.
They can't deliver programming unless the community sustains us.
Sure.
And we have a sustaining program that you can go in and get $5 a month, $10 a month, or $25 a month. It's going to get us towards where we have living wage jobs.
Yeah.
We're teaching sustainability while we're not sustainable ourselves. And then that's the most exciting part of what we want to do is replicate. Teach other organizations, other groups to replicate what Tricycle Farms does in the community and not make them have to reinvent the wheel because we've made
you've
all
done
the
it.
mistakes.
They can learn from you. But you are such a resource in the community, Don. We appreciate you and bringing Tricycle Farms to Northwest Arkansas. And thanks for coming on the show and filling us in about all the things you have happening.
Thanks, Jason.
Absolutely.
Bo, for having me here. This is great.
Yeah, thank you. Coming up after the break, we've got a music video from Black Party. Then stick around. We got more fun happening later.
Our musical guests brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Walton Arts Center, a home for Broadway right here in your own backyard.
Because I've got the best view in the city. Even the sunset can't compare. I'm not on the top floor. No penthouse like for me. I'm not on the ocean shore. With water far as eyes can see. I'm sitting here staring at you. And I'm liking what I see. I'm sitting here staring at you. And there's nothing I'd rather see. Darling, because I've got the best view in the city. Even the sunset can't compare. Because I've got the best view in the city. So forgive me if I stare. I'm not on the Vegas Strip. With all the lights on the boulevard. I'm not on the Hollywood Strip. With famous people and fancy cars. Sitting here right next to you. And there's no place I'd rather be. I'm sitting here right next to you. And there is nothing I'd rather see. Because I've got the best view in the city. Even the sunset can't compare. Because I've got the best view in the city. So forgive me if I stare.
Whoa!
Yeah, some energy in the studio right now. Whoa, we've got Chef Brooks Cameron from Arkansas Children's Northwest, the executive chef there, joining us on the program. Thanks
He's
for
got
being
a
here.
fish covered in
Thank you.
oatmeal.
Yeah,
And
what-
he's got like one of them things you get at Petco to feed your dog. You've got, I don't know, this looks like one of those, remember when you were a kid you had the alien autopsy kit?
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Roswell.
That's right, some eyeballs right there
yeah, we got
happening,
all
some
the
fingers.
The weird like alien tentacles.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck is
Yes,
this? What is
yes.
this stuff?
The oatmeal is like, it's an inoculated rice. It's koji that we cured the fish in.
An inoculated rice koji.
So it's inoculated with asparagus, oryzai, and then that in turn...
Aliens?
More alien stuff, yeah. And that in turn makes this, makes two enzymes like amylase and protease, and the amylase breaks down proteins.
We're supposed to
I
know.
know, I
what
don't know any of these words.
Well, we put
but
the
I love it.
Proteus and the amoebas and we inoculate it with the gooba hoobs. And what is this? Is it supposed to turn into food?
So you've got a fish here. It's been inoculated. What's this stuff
With
called
a goobie
again?
job?
Koji. So
Koji.
it's really like just marinating for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Before I finish eating this weird, like, white.
That's a turnip.
Okay. Just wondering.
You're just helping yourself to the pickles.
Pretty much, because they're good.
That's what he does.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this looks delicious, and then
And what's this?
What else?
These meat shaves here.
yeah,
That's just like a little bit of prosciutto that I also had. So this, I had like a light plan coming into this, and so then I just,
good.
I brought a bunch of pickles and things, and I was like, we'll just do a crudo.
yeah.
This
Look
isn't
good,
cooking.
right?
This is.
Yeah, so this is a lean fish. It's gonna need like some fat from this, and it's gonna, I want like little bursts of acid. So like that's how I'm composing
Little
that.
bursts of acid.
Bursts of acid.
Sounds like
Yeah.
college.
Yeah. So pickles, radish, and then that way as you eat the dish, like it doesn't eat as one whole thing. You get kind of a little bit of like a flavor burst throughout.
Right.
So it
Okay.
shouldn't be the same all the way through. I have a bad habit of overfilling the refrigerator with pickles in the summertime, and so this is like I'm just using you as an excuse to clean out my refrigerator.
Will be an excuse to clean out your refrigerator anytime that you want, man, because this looks absolutely
So is this your
amazing.
activated oatmeal?
This is an
Doobie,
activated, well,
goji?
yeah, rice, but activated koji, and I do it for about 48 hours at 95 Fahrenheit, and I do it.
Activated. So what is it, like a nonprofit startup? What happened to cooking when you just like preheat the oven to 350?
And threw in some tater tots.
Put in some taters and a roast. Now it's all like sous vide this and like nuclear reactor that and
But I
cold
think that
fusion.
says a lot to the food scene here in Northwest
crazy.
Arkansas
It's
and all the
growing.
cool things we have happening. Like this
there's this
being assembled
rock.
in front of me. Chef Brooks, talk to us a little bit. You're the executive chef over there at Arkansas Children's Northwest. What is that like for you? What is your day like there?
So nothing like this.
Right.
We do the cafe, and so there's different days of the week that are kind of themed, and some of them are wellness themed, and some of them are just geared towards the kids. So it'll be
Right.
like a mac and cheese bar.
Yeah.
And then we kind of also work with patients to help find things that they want to eat. I'm not a dietitian, but I go up with a dietitian, and typically they're like, "Oh, you're a bad kid, and these are a lot of green things that you need to eat," and then I have to trick them.
You sound like my
You
mom
need to come
when
to
I
my
was
house.
a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be careful
So-
with that mandolin slicer. I've cut my finger so many times.
yeah.
I'm nervous every time I see somebody with one
And
of those.
things get smaller as you run them across the mandolin.
particularly my fingertips.
But you work with each individual patient to find something that they are going to want to consume.
Awesome.
It just,
Yeah.
not all the time. It
Right.
just, if they're not eating, then yeah. If you're eating and you're having a good time, then I'm probably never going to see you.
Right.
If you're not eating, I'm going to see you.
Right.
Uh-oh, that sounds like a
I
threat.
know. That's not a problem for Bo
Chef
or
Brooks
me.
is gonna come
We like
in.
to eat. And you're finishing off, you're topping off plating this,
need
this meal
sprinkles?
right here. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I was going to do the sprinkles. This is like a powder that I had from last year. We'll just see
Just do it.
how it tastes.
Sprinkle.
It's a
We'll
ají
eat it.
dulce pepper, which I really love. I think D&H grows them, and they have like all the flavor of a habanero
Yeah.
and no heat. And it literally means, that's the name, means sweet pepper.
Yeah. Well, I think
dig
you
it.
should totally throw that on there.
What goes on the rest of the plate?
We're just kind of wandering our way there. This is like cilantro, and then I think we're ready to go. I'm going to hit it with some lime and olive oil before we eat it.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. And we're going to get a chance to try it, right, Bo? I know
Yeah.
you're ready to eat alien parts, right?
Dude, sign me up.
Yes, all right.
Give me a piece of the shoe, as he was talking about.
Oh, my
Well, not
gosh.
that. This is more of a shoe.
He's like,
Oh, well, we'll put them together. Shoes and socks.
shoes and socks. Stick
that's
around,
good,
folks. We're going to get a chance to try this coming up a little bit later.
Funky, fruity, spunky,
Thanks for tuning in Later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. Send us an email at laterwithjasonsuel.com.
Like and subscribe also.
That's right. And before we get out of this episode, we want to make sure we thank all of our guests.
Don Bennett from Tricycle Farms.
That's right. Musical guest Black Party.
And of course, Chef Brooks Cameron.
That's right. And Chef Brooks Cameron's wife, Allie K. Hammer Cameron. She did some amazing stuff with cheese, but you can only find that online because it is a hashtag
Web
exclusive. That's right. So look that up. See you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Let's eat.